The winds of change are swirling over Vancouver, and the fate of the city's beloved Canucks may rest on one crucial decision. Who will become the team's next head coach? In one of the NHL's most passionate markets, where each season feels like a wild ride, this coaching search isn't just about filling a vacancy. It's about charting the future of a club whose hopes for a championship are as persistent as the rain on the West Coast. Tonight, let's unravel the storylines, possibilities, and looming challenges facing the Canucks front office as they set out to find the right leader for a team in transition. Tocchet's departure and the new void in Vancouver, it was a jolt that few saw coming. Rick Tocchet, the steadfast architect behind the Canucks' recent resurgence, has decided to move on. The reasons are layered and the rumors are swirling. Tocchet is reportedly eyeing an Eastern Conference destination, with the Philadelphia Flyers standing out as a likely landing spot. Though, as of yet, no deal has been sealed. This slow-moving saga reflects the tricky and opaque world of NHL coaching negotiations. Even when a fit seems obvious, Tocchet's resume, style, and recent success against a Flyers team desperate for structure and communication, things can stall. Why? Some blame the Flyers' stagnation and lack of playoff action in recent years. Others point to the potential drama that seems inevitable wherever hockey's most attention-grabbing figures land. Still, Vancouver faces its own issues. Tocchet's exit has stirred concerns about core players, most noticeably superstar captain Quinn Hughes. There's gossip Hughes might leave when his contract ends, but with no comment from the player, it's all just speculation for now. Canuckland, even a whisper of discord can take on a life of its own. The delicate art of the perfect fit navigating Vancouver's coaching search isn't just about finding a big name. It's about chemistry. Any new leader must fit the current locker room, or better yet, bring out new potential with it. This means more than simply hiring a system guy or a motivational speaker. The Canucks need a coach who understands both the present roster and the city's unique pressure. Promotion from within is the path most easily traveled. Familiarity can smooth transitions, ease anxieties, and keep player development on track. But does Vancouver trust its internal candidates enough to put them in the driver's seat? Potential in-house solution. Foote and Malhotra, two names, are drawing plenty of buzz. NHL assistant Adam Foote and AHL head coach Manny Malhotra. Adam Foote ran the Canucks defense, and his fingerprints were all over the unit's transformation. Critics who say he coasted on Quinn Hughes' brilliance have missed how Foote navigated an unprecedented carousel of injuries, promotions, and trade. 11 defensemen saw double-digit games for Vancouver last year, a testament to depth, preparation, and buy-in. Hughes and veteran Tyler Myers consistently praise Foote's attention to detail. Retaining Foote might suggest a doctrinal continuation of Tocchet's defensive systems. If Foote is elevated, could he bring more offensive diversity? Or would the Canucks simply become even stingier at the... Manny Malhotra is a different story, a classic case of success percolating up from below. In his first year leading Abbotsford, Vancouver's AHL affiliate, Malhotra steered the team to its best season ever and a respectable Calder Cup playoff. Wins are nice, but player development is what truly matters in the mind. Notably, young players like Aatu Raty, Linus Karlsson, Max Sasson, and Jonathan Lekkerimäki all made the jump to Vancouver and looked more than ready. Malhotra's understanding of the next generation could be invaluable as the Canucks exploring external options, fresh faces, or battle-hardened vets. But maybe the Canucks swing bigger. A host of names with varied philosophies are in the mix, each representing a different hockey school. Want a relentless, fast-paced? Coaches like Jay Woodcroft and Todd Nelson come to mind, though both are relatively green at the NHL level. Want defensive discipline and puck control? Veterans like Dave Haxtell or Gerard Gallant offer a tight-ship approach, though that can stifle creativity for dynamic players like... History says that even coaches who seem perfect on paper can struggle amidst Vancouver's notorious off-ice. Bringing in someone seasoned, patient, and respected could help calm the Canucks' identity crisis. Style, substance, power. Last year's Canucks began to shift toward a faster, more aggressive, thanks to bold moves by management and exciting acquisitions like Drew O'Connor, Philip Chytil, and Kiefer Sherwood, each adding spark and speed. Yet, scoring collapsed compared to the season before, and only 8 teams in the league netted fewer. Some of the answer lies with players like Elias Pettersson, who struggled through a difficult campaign, but is expected to bounce back in 2025-26. How the new coach unlocks his star power and designs a system to let Hughes and Pettersson drive the offense without turning their backs on structure could define the entire season. Should the Canucks pursue the kind of players coach who energizes stars, or systems coach who squeezes every possible save and safe play from his roster? Each choice has risk. Old school wisdom or new. The recent past offers plenty of lessons. When the Canucks turned to Bruce Boudreau, his infectious positivity and open play style provided instant relief after years of tension, but the euphoria fizzled amid a. Dan Bylsma, long known for his communication and a Stanley Cup ring, remains on the market, but questions linger about his recent. Meanwhile, Todd Nelson's AHL success suggests he might finally be ready to take command of a complex NHL dressing room. 3 Calder Cup rings tell their own story. Still, winning at the highest level requires more than what the future demands from Vancouver's next coach. Regardless of who lands the job, certain they'll inherit enormous Canucks fans are as passionate as they are impatient, and the front office won't settle. The next coach must balance development with boldness, patience. It's a locker room with plenty of voices, a city desperate for playoff heroics, a franchise where even a promising run is never quite enough. Whoever stands behind the bench at puck drop in 2025-26 will have to bridge the gaps, manage egos, and inspire old veterans and newcomers alike. Ready for the next chapter? So, the million-dollar question: who should lead the Vancouver Canucks next season? Would you trust a familiar face inside the organization, or roll the dice on an outsider ready to make his mark? Is it time for a patient builder, a grizzled tactician, or a motivator? What mix do you think will finally tip this franchise hardware? Hit that like button if you're as invested in this search as we are, and tell us in the comments, who is your top candidate for the Canucks bench boss? What's the most important quality for Vancouver coach? Stay tuned for more exclusive updates as Vancouver charts a new course, one that just might turn dreams of glory into reality.